No, I don't have social media. Please stop asking. Thank you.
Don't ask me how I did it. I just did it. It was hard.
Hey everyone, how are you? People have been asking me all the time if I have social media, especially if I have Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Short answer, no. Long answer, I've waited so long to talk about this, so I'm going to talk about it.
It's been 84 years.
First of all, no, I don't have Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, none of it. Actually, I do have Instagram, but it is for my personal friends only. It is not public, or I don't make it known that it's public, and I just barely post on it. I have like 40 posts on Instagram right now. Social media is garbage. Capital G, garbage. It's the worst invention in the history of mankind, in my opinion. And there's a lot of reasons why I think that is. Now, there's some good parts to it, but I feel like the parts that don't help anybody outweigh the good parts. It's toxic across the board. You know what's funny to me is Reddit is actually a more healthy and nice community now than Instagram. Every time I go on Reddit, I'm like, when did the internet switch to Reddit being the safe place? I don't know, but God bless it. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, toxic. I don't bother with it. I don't look at it. It's a breeding ground for negativity. It's a breeding ground for hate. I don't deal with it and I don't put up with it, so I don't have it. It can mess with your mental health. That's a big thing with social media that I cannot stand. It messes with people's mental on multiple levels because of multiple aspects. I'm just going to name a few. Not going to go through the whole list because it's too long. Every comment section on Instagram, every comment section on Twitter is filled with negativity. Nobody can be positive. I can't even believe it. Like when I go on and I see someone making like a nice cookie cake or something, the comments be like, that's not the right batter. Why are you using that butter? What the hell is that icing? That's gross. It's supposed to be a nice baking recipe, and y'all are tainting it with your nasty shit. Social media can also lead to depression. It can lead to you losing your sense of self. It can lead to you thinking that your life is completely far worse than it is because you see all these fake ass people posting fake ass shit about their fake ass lives on social media when that's not even the case. People rent cars to make it seem like they're rich on social media. People rent out spaces to make it look like it's their own house when it's not. It's all fake. It messes with your sense of self, and it can give you depression if you judge your life based on people who are posting on social media. And a lot of people do it, and it ain't healthy. And if that's you, go outside, touch some grass, and calm down. In my humble opinion, social media is one of the reasons for the downfall of society. Not the only reason, but it's a big one. And I'm part of the generation who was born before the internet became accessible to every single individual on earth. I was the last generation to know what it was like without social media, without the public internet on everyone's phone, without all of that. I was born in the 80s. So the internet existed for business people. It existed for businesses, but like in your own home, we didn't have it. Ever since then, it's just ballooned into this thing that it should never have grown into. I think it is by design. Okay, I'm getting into a rabbit hole here because this is just my Sagittarius brain thinking. It's by design that it was made this way. It's by design to make people stay stupid. It's by design to make people stay distracted. And it's by design to make people stay divided and arguing with each other. They knew that was going to happen when they invented the internet. And they were like, well, this is a good idea. Let's do this so we can still get away with the crap we do. And these people will have their phones in their hands just caring about that their whole life. It makes complete sense. And maybe if that wasn't the initial reason for it, it was a benefit that the governments and everyone else had seen later on down the road. And they were like, oh, we can use social media as a tool to keep these people under our control. Congratulations, you did. Not me, though, because I don't buy it, bitch. I don't got your social media. All I have is YouTube. This YouTube is all I have. And you know what? I don't consider YouTube social media because it's not. YouTube is technically the second largest search engine on the internet. And I think YouTube is a very valuable resource, in my opinion, for gaining knowledge on topics that you're searching for and things like that. It's all a distraction. It's all BS, guys. Don't fall for it. Just stop. Stop giving your kids these. Stop giving your kids these if they're under the age of 10. Are you dumb? What is wrong with you? I didn't have one of these until I was 15, 16. What reason does a 10-year-old kid need to have one of these in their hand? None. Get out of my face. None. No reason. Oh, for safety reasons. Get out of my face. I was 10 years old. I didn't have a cell phone. For safety reasons, my left nut, girl. Stop giving these kids phones. That's the first problem. Social media also has the capability to destroy relationships. And I'm not blaming social media for the downfall 100% of every relationship, but it makes having relationships much harder. A couple reasons are people don't trust what people have on their social media. People are like, if he has a Snapchat or if she has a Snapchat, it's a red flag. And I'm like, any social media is a red flag to me, in my opinion, but it's how they use it. It's so much easier to step outside of the relationship when social media exists versus before social media. People actually had to kind of work to step outside of a relationship. You had to go out, you had to look nice, go out, spend energy talking to people, go to a bar, whatever, or you could just do it at work. I mean, people can step out at work too, but that also requires energy. I mean, it doesn't require any energy to flick your thumb on a phone and talk to 100 new people a day. Social media in general has the capability to ruin relationships. Now, ultimately, it's the person who ruins the relationship, but social media was like the wingman in ruining the relationship. It makes it so much easier. It just makes it 110% easier to just step out on people. And not just romantic relationships, it can also destroy friendships as well. Like if you see your friend posting about a party they went to and you were like, why didn't you invite me? And then you guys get in an argument over it from a post on Facebook or something. It's wild to me how social media has become the core of what everyone tries to base their life on. If I see something on social media, oh, it's real. If I see someone else doing better than me on social media, oh, I must be doing terribly. If I see my friend on social media going out with someone else, I must be like, oh, they're not my friend anymore. I wish I could like ban all of social media for like a year and see how much better society would turn out to be again. Like maybe not even better, maybe just more chill, maybe more like realizing things are different and they don't have to be this way. Like, bro, if I could take one thing away from the world, it would be social media 100%. Social media can also be dangerous because you have your locations on. If you post on Instagram where you are, if you're at this bar with your friends, if someone has a crazy ex, they could go and attack you. If someone has a stalker, they can be like, oh, this girl's at this restaurant right now. Let me pull up and see what's up. You don't post your location in real time, okay? You post after the fact and then you wait until you're not there anymore to post what you had recorded or taken a picture of. It's not even like fun and games anymore. It's literally like life or death at this point. You don't want to first 48 yourself, okay? You don't want to be on America's Most Wanted. You don't want to be on the first 48. Just wait till you're done with whatever you're doing and then post after you're done. Don't post in real time, ever. My final reason that I'm going to say tonight for hating social media with a passion is because it promotes propaganda, it promotes misinformation, and it promotes it by pushing those comments to the top of the thread. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They push hate comments up. They push misinformation up because you know what? It gets engagement. That's all they care about. And you guys need to understand that's what the algorithm is. That's why you see all the controversial stuff on the top. That's why it shows up first on your feed. And that is all by design. It's to keep you dumb, is to keep you divided, and it's to keep you delusional. The 3 Ds, okay? Dumb, divided, and delusional. I just made that up. Trademark it. You're welcome. But literally, there's an example. Las Vegas, the sphere in Las Vegas, the thing that projects all these like pretty cool lights and whatever images and stuff. People were like looking at it a couple weeks ago, like, oh, what are all these words on it? What's the hidden message? They're brainwashed. Something's going to happen. It was for a U2 concert, you freaking idiots. Come on, use your freaking brain. It was for a U2 event that was there, and people were taking it completely out of context, posting on social media. Oh, this is a government message. This is Illuminati, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just sitting here like, people are actually believing this on social media, and they're posting that it's some sort of conspiracy. Oh, I can't. It just like, I have a headache right now because the stupidity of it all. I just can't. Sometimes I can't believe I'm part of this human species because I feel like I shouldn't be. I'm like, you guys are just so, and I know like so many of you are so intelligent I'm not talking about you guys. So many of you are smart. So many of you understand that it's all smoke and mirrors and it's all a circus. But there's just other people. I just can't. I can't. I cannot even find the words for it. So much stuff is taken out of context on social media. And that also adds to the division and the delusion around the world. The only reason I hear about a lot of this stuff is I do have my Instagram, which is very small, and, you know, I barely use it, but I look at reels and stuff. Most of my algorithm, to be honest with you, right now is Bridgerton and cats and cooking. My friends will send me things and they'll be like, what do you think of this? Because they know that I'm not stupid. They know that I'm going to look at it and I'm actually going to figure out what it is, because most of the time it's misinformation and propaganda bullshit. You guys got to stop believing everything that's on social media. You got to stop. You got to stop, dude. It would make your life and everyone's life so much better if everyone as a collective just stopped buying into it. Stop buying into it. It's all a game. It's all a game. That's the very long reason of why I don't have any social media. I will never get any social media. I will never download any of those apps. There's always going to be something that comes out that's absolutely fake, that's absolutely misinformation. And it will come out at the perfect opportune time, because that's when people are susceptible to being duped into believing it. So if any of my subs, you lovely people and new people watching, have social media and it is making you feel some type of way, get off of it for a month. Delete it from your phone. You don't have to delete your account. Just delete the app. Your account will still be there when you want to go back on. Delete the app off your phone. Go do something else. I swear, you guys, social media detox is a term for a reason. And social media addiction isn't pretty. Just throw the whole thing away. Just throw the whole thing away, honey. You'll be fine. Life existed before. It'll exist without it. You're good.